my name is Topas Hanke, and at Evotec I'm responsible for our strategic academic collaborations and incubators, the academic bridges. But today I will tell you something about EVOequity, which is a key building block for our action plan 2025. And I will start by telling you a little bit about how the EVOequity strategy came about. 5 years ago, I had the opportunity to chaperone Evotec's first spin-out company, Topas Therapeutics, which probably marked the birthplace of EVOequity. At that point in time, Evotec started to implement a new strategy of co-creating companies and taking equity in promising startup companies as an additional way of driving our long-term strategic ambition of a co-owned pipeline. In essence, there are 3 different ways to create such equity. First, spinning out Evotec's projects, either alone or in partnership with other investors or development partners, as we've done, for example, for Breakpoint Therapeutics. There's opportunity of direct investment into the funding rounds of promising startups with technologies or product candidates complementary to our own technology platforms, such as we've done with Exscientia. And there is a way of investing into companies which are emerging from Evotec's bridges, which for the past 5 years have changed the way we collaborate with academia and to co-create companies as we have done with Therapeutics. So, since 2016, Evotec has used all of the above entry routes to invest into promising biotech companies. I would now tell you a little bit about the Evotec equity portfolio. Since we started investing into biotech companies, our portfolio of equity holdings has grown steadily to a portfolio of today more than 20 companies, with 5 new additions in 2020 alone. Over this time, Evotec has invested more than 85 million euros cash into new biotech companies. With this type of engagement, it has become evident, if not inevitable, that EVOequity has become an important pillar of our long-term value creation strategy and ambition. When it comes to the technological breadth and depth of our investments, it is fair to state that we have invested and will continue to invest into all therapeutic modalities, into all therapeutic formats, across indications, and into particularly promising technology platforms which are complementary to Evotec's own knowledge and platforms in preclinical drug discovery and development. I'd like to tell you also about what is the source of these investment opportunities. Over the last years, we've seen multiple inroads, including projects from our current pharma and biotech customers and partners, our external network with key opinion leaders and venture capitalists, our academic bridges, our existing investments, creating more investments, and of course our internal projects, such as Breakpoint or Topas. For the latter, we see a spin-out creation continue to be a very attractive opportunity to attract additional funding and to further accelerate the path to future value inflection point, such as clinical proof of concept. However, I would like to emphasize that Evotec is not a financial investor, but we are a strategic investor, an operational VC, if you will, which focuses on early stage investments where the technology platforms are complementary to our own capabilities, with the aim that we can help our portfolio companies making the projects and their own paths to the future even more competitive and successful. How does it all connect to our Action Plan 2025 ambitions, to which EVOequity is an important building block? First, in the future, you can expect Evotec to continue to invest into companies with differentiated first-in-class therapeutics, which have the potential to be accelerated into drugs that will change patients' lives in a very, very positive way. Second, it's Evotec's ambition to not only significantly increase the number of its equity investments, but also its overall value. When we embarked on the EVOequity journey 5 years ago, we had the vision to, over the next 5 to 7 years, create attractive company exits with a multiple of return for Evotec's investments. And today, we are confident that over the next 6 to 18 months, you will see the first of hopefully a fair number of such exits being realized. Finally, you may ask yourself, is this already the end of the storyline? But I'd like to ask you to rest assured that we are just at the beginning to further sharpen our equity investment strategy, that in the future we'll put ourselves into the position to even more decisively and even more smartly invest into promising biotech companies. And this we will do until 2025 and going beyond. For this, I'd like to thank you for your attention, and I'll be very happy to answer any questions that you have further to the EVOequity 2025 action plan. Thank you.